actually choose to break the law of God. And when we do, we set up suffering for ourselves in the future. It's very simple. When we follow, we were talking today at lunch, if you have a school of fish, that's going along and following the current and all swimming together very nicely, and then you have some other fish that's like swimming the opposite way, right through the middle, causes a bunch of problems. See, and that fish is going to suffer. Why? He's trying to buck the current. He's trying to go the wrong way. He's trying to go against the law of God. See? So people, yes, you can choose to perform sinful activities. You can choose to break the law of God. Yeah, and God will even let you do it. But guess what? There's going to be consequences. There's going to be results from those actions. And you're not going to enjoy those results. They're not pleasant. That's the nature of this material world. So this is the answer to the theological question of, if God is perfect and He creates this material world, then this world should be perfect too. So why is there suffering in this world? Well, there's suffering because we break the laws of God. And those are the consequences of breaking those laws. Even if we know that we are spirit soul, if we have realized ourself, according to spiritual teachings, and something does happen to the body, like we get sick or there's an accident or something like that, then we're still not suffering. Pain is going to be there. Like right now it's cold. And I don't think anybody likes extreme cold, It's uncomfortable, you can get sick, it takes a lot of energy, and so on and so on. But what are you going to do about it? You can't stop it. It's going to happen. And just like the winter season, there's going to be a summer season where the weather is beautiful and it's warm and everything's nice. So pleasure and pain are coming just by the force of time. That's the material nature. It's always changing. And it changes in definite patterns, which can be understood by astrology. But that's a different class. The point is, pain is coming. But suffering is optional. Just like pleasure is coming, but enjoyment is also optional. You see? Suffering and enjoyment are attitudes. Pain and pleasure are sensations. Our attitude should be of a servant who does his duty in pain or in pleasure, in enjoyment or suffering, who simply remains steady and does his duty according to the instructions of his master. The master is God. He's like the school teacher. This material world is like the school. This lifetime is like the course that we're taking, and death is like the final examination, where we're going to be tested to see how far we've really come. So somebody has said that after the age of 40, a man owns his face. What does that mean? You walk down the street and you see people, like about my age, right? They're all like, their faces all like scrunched up, and, they have deep lines in their eyes, or their eyes are sunken very deep into their head. They look awful. They look horrible. They're worried, they're anxious, they're angry, they're afraid, everything but happy and lively and full of light and curiosity and energy. I still feel like a kid. I still feel like, I'm 20 years old. Of course, as soon as I try to act that way, I find out that I'm not, but, I still feel like that in my consciousness. I feel my original consciousness. I don't feel any change, you see. But these people have allowed all the material incidents that they've gone through to build up in their mind, and they haven't done anything to clear it out. So they have become totally conditioned by the material energy, and they're feeling very much oppressed by it. So, because the material energy is not our natural state. Our natural state is spiritual. So we don't feel this material world like home. We don't feel comfortable in it, really. There's always something going on that's uncomfortable, that's suffering, that we don't like. So why do we stay here? Because we think we can enjoy. Yeah, if I can just line everything up just right, yeah, I'm going to get it, the next time I'm going to get it, and I'm going to really enjoy, That's what people think. They think, I'm going to get it, I'm going to win the lottery next time. But does it ever really happen? No. And even if you win the lottery, guess what? You're going to have to struggle not to get cheated out of your money, not to get robbed. Somebody's going to come up and pretend to be your best buddy. Hey, I got an investment for you. This is the story of everybody's life. We know, we've been there ourselves. We've been through it. I've been married, I have business. I've been all over the world. I've been in like 29 different countries. I've seen everywhere the same story. Same story. There's only a few plots in this human life. And you see the same over and over and over again. So don't get caught up in that. Don't get trapped in that. The way out is this spiritual culture, this esoteric teaching, this Vedic knowledge. It's the absolute truth. It's true eternally, in past, present, and future. It's true for everybody, whether they're old, young, male, female, smart, stupid, or whatever. And it's also true for anyone in any condition of life, in any place in the world. The absolute truth is unconditionally true. It's not like material knowledge where it's only true for a certain period of time or a certain place or a certain person or a certain condition or stage of life. No. That's material knowledge. That's conditional truth, relative truth. The absolute truth is eternally true, unconditionally for everyone. And that's what Vedic knowledge is. That's what we're teaching. Question?
Question from Javier. He says, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Do you recommend a good online Ayurvedic school that I can join for a reasonable price? If not, can you please recommend a good book? Thank you in advance.
Dr. Alan Ladd, L-A-D-D. He's supposed to be pretty good. The problem with all the Ayurvedic teachers who are popular in the West is that they're popular in the West. And like everything else, the best sources are the original Vedic sources. So if you really want to know Ayurveda, you have to go to India to study. Any work that you find in the West is going to be derivative at best, and at worst it's going to be completely compromised, like Deepak Chopra. So, what can I say? The Maharishi people, they claim to have a very good Ayurveda program, but it's very expensive also. Vedic knowledge should not be expensive. If you charge for it at all, it should be reasonably priced, so that anybody can afford it. Vedic knowledge should belong to everybody. That's why we make all our books available on the website and all our videos and stuff available for free. And if anybody wants to do the work, if they have the self-discipline, they can learn all this stuff completely on their own. And for those who want to become, like certified or to have a specific degree of participation in our community, they can go through the paid courses and they can get those degrees, and they can be, according to Prabhupada's program. Prabhupada wanted 6 degrees. We added the bhakta degree. Bhakta means a person who is just learning. But once a devotee becomes a little bit experienced, they should learn this Bhakti Shastri. Prabhupada wanted all his initiated disciples to have Bhakti Shastri degree. And then he also